So the plan today is, gonna wipe these down, these boards. I've got some, let's get my juice, got my water, thank you, see ya. I've got some complete woodworm treatment. So admittedly these haven't necessarily really got woodworm yet, but I'm going to treat it just before they do, just so it doesn't get it. What I've got to do is I've got to wipe these down, and that's my job for today. I'm going to woodworm treat it first of all, then I'm going to like delicately paint the wood with some wood seal, just to basically lock in the quality of the wood. Because to be honest, it ain't. And I mean as far as I know, that's the original wood. So I mean that's getting on a bit, that is. So yeah, looking, and then I've got. That's my main job for today, is do that, and then I'll move and do the rest of the tidying up of the parts, which there ain't that much to do now. You know, it's just a final few bits, and I've got some more that I found at home in this box, and then do what I can to grease them up. And all the chains and everything, and check all of the tensions in the elevator chains and stuff like that, make sure they're all okay, and then yeah, I'm going to leave the gearbox oil levels for now. I want to change the engine oil on, because it's not been done for a while, so I'm going to do that at some point. So yeah, all good. I'll show you the progress in a little while. So, basic trick. So I'm using some of this old cleaner, Clean Spirit it says. Could do with a bit of that. Yeah, so I'm just wiping basically the oil and the dust off of it. These points here do get oiled, so obviously a bit of oil goes on here, so I've got to wipe it off with this rag with the Spirit on it. Just clean all that off so that I've got a decent surface to sort of put the paint on basically. See, like, you can see quite a bit of grease on there, look. So if I get this, you'll be able to see it. Getting all that crud off of there, look. See how it's still got the paint under it, see how it was red? These early ones were red. So were the wheels. In fact, you might even see, wheels are a bit rusty, but I think this one is actually still quite shiny because it had a leak on it. Yeah, you see how it's red, look. Not many of them are red like that, because obviously these are the earlier ones. There's a few about, most of them have got the right white wheels on. Yeah, so about 1961 they went to white wheels. I think if you look, some of the early ED40s actually had red wheels as well, so the very early ones. In fact, this is the only one I know, only one I've seen like this, that's got a black there, black trim. That name badge is actually black. I thought there was something wrong with it when I got here, but I've seen a photo of one original with black there. So it was red and it was all like orange and black, just with that one piece of black there, black steering wheel. Previous to that, didn't have a trim there, it was just a rail. So the very early ones had a rail there, and they had they had a Perkins P6 and a 3-speed box. The 3 forward speed they had, the very early ones. And then, as far as I'm aware, these ones with the black trim were the very first ones to have the uprated 6288 engine, which was the same size, but just an improved version of the P6. Better fuel pump, just better engine, improved in that. And with the 4-speed box, and they were only, as far as I can tell, they only had that black trim for a little while, and then they went white, and you had like a white bit there, which continued on. I can't show you now, but the one at the end, the little humpback Model A, that would have had a white trim there and white wheels. Yeah, so, and that was what stuck. But like I say, with the I've seen ED40s with like a black grille on the front and red all over, red wheels, red bodywork, red panel work. So yeah, about 1960. Well, this is actually a 1960 machine, but I think 1961 they changed them over. So I think for that 1 year, that's what they were like. 1959 they still had P6s. And sometime, as far as I'm aware, this is one of the first ones that had that type of engine. Anyway, I can't stay forever, so a little bit more information for you. So I'll see you in a little while once I've made a bit of progress and show you what's happening. There you go. You can see the dark bit. So that dark is where I treated it. So I've got up to there. So I've just got to do that, those spokes, that side. Just gonna have a drink. But yeah, so that's just basically got to wait for that to dry. And when I come round with the wood stain, I'm just going to be a little bit more delicate with it, really. Just try and not get it everywhere, because that's going to be the trick, really, getting it so it doesn't spread everywhere. It's done well to last this long. This wood, really, to be, you know, I mean, how old's the Cromwell now? It's 64 years old this year. And I presume, like I say, I presume that wood's the original. Got to put some new tines on it. They break really easily on that bit. I think where it's flicking it in the edge of the header, these ones get broken easily, because they were all right, they were all good. See it again in a minute. So, phase 1's done. Just basically one coat all over, well, on the wood of that wood bug killer. You know, it hasn't actually got wood bug, but I thought I'd do it anyway, you know, just in case. It's done, like I say, I keep saying, done really well to survive that long. There's no sign of woodworm that I can see, which has done really well. How it's managed that, I'll never know, but there you go. So I've put that stuff on it, so hopefully it will last another good few years. And like, just gonna have some, I've got some biscuits and a ham and egg sandwich. Yeah, so cruising. Now next job is to put the teak wood stain on it and try not to make too much of a mess. See you in a minute, after I've had my food. There you go, look. Coming on. Doesn't look beautiful, I don't think, but at least it's protecting that wood, which is the main thing. There you go. What do you reckon? Looks right, doesn't it? Well, put it this way, to be honest, even if it doesn't look as good, at least it's protected that wood, and I'm happy with it. I think once it goes through the crop, it will sort of, it'll blend in a bit, and yeah, I'm happy with it. It's you know, it's quite rusty. It's got surface rust anyway, so it's not mint anyway. You know, it just wasn't so. I reckon that paint, you know, that wood stain, it's fine. It's as good as I was expecting it to be honest. I knew it wasn't ever going to be. It weren't going to be 100%. Obviously, we've done these ones. I didn't do those ones in situ though. But these ones did actually have a bit of woodworm, and I put the killer on it. But you know, people were saying it was too bright, that white. But to be honest, I had to go with the fact that we needed to protect the wood and prolong the life of the wood. That was our priority, rather than making it look authentic. It was more functional. That was the point of it. Right, I'm going to try and start this one. Battery's just gone flat, so I had to get the battery. I had to get the battery off of this other one, off this C. So, see you in a minute. kind of doesn't look like it's painted. It just looks like pieces of wood. But yeah, it looks alright, doesn't it? Isn't any different. So it's just the way it is. I don't want to paint it white because it wasn't white originally, but that's about as close as I can get it to what it's supposed to be. So I think I'm worrying too much about it. It's better. It's all there is to it. Better for the combine. So yeah, we're interested to see what it's like when it's done a bit of work. That's it, job's good and almost finished for the day. Just waiting for somebody to come and pick me up. So yeah, all good. Depending on what I get done, I might add something to it. I might add something to this video, but I might not as well. I might just do a bit of tidying up. But yeah, I think I'm probably going to come back again in the week, sometime this week. I'm going to start greasing them up and just getting them properly ready for harvest now. It took me all day to paint that. So yeah, see you later.